Hey everybody, this is Tambiota, and I'm back with another Transformers video review. This time I have Titans Return Leader Class Powermaster Optimus Prime with Autobot Apex. So that's the name of his Titan Master or his Headmaster. If some of us are familiar with Powermaster Optimus Prime, he had basically a Nebulon engine person that would transform and become like I said, an engine. Well, they've changed it. He is a headmaster now, and they're calling him Apex, which he never was ever called Apex. If anything, it would have made more sense to call him his original name, which was High Q, since he is a head. I know that when they re-released him with the Apex armor for the God Genrai release, American release, they did name him Genrai. I know they took the original Japanese name, but now they decided to change it to Apex. So that is, I guess, what we'll call him now. So you can see this is a pretty highly retooled Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus. There's a lot of changes in it. There's a lot of things that are the same. So we'll get into that in a little bit. So clearly you can see here the figure through the box, along with one of his weapons, so the other weapons in his hand. And these nice photos, or not photos, but art of the heads connecting to the bodies. Here it's just the same old stuff. You get a little bit more of the artwork here. And coming around to the back, we have pictures of him in his different modes. So just like the original Powermaster Optimus Prime, he has 3 modes. He's a triple changer. He goes from his robot mode to his alt mode, then to a city base mode. So this shows that it takes about 21 steps to get him from his robot mode to his vehicle mode. And then this is his his headmaster, or his Titan Master, looks like, and then that's what he looks like. It takes approximately 1 step to get him from a head to a humanoid body. And then it also shows that he can ride along inside the cab. So I know that that's been a little bit retooled so that fits him in there. So you can see some of the other figures that are in the line here, in the different size categories that we have, and then where they correspond into sizes. So coming down here, I'm going to take a look at his bio. See if we can get that on screen. You might be able to pause that and read it. If not, then basically it states Optimus Prime will stand against any threat. Autobot Apex helps him face the enemy that even the Autobot commander cannot face alone. The Titan Master carries a portion of the spark and the power of Optimus Prime, increasing the legendary warrior's already immense strength, speed, and intelligence. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this guy out of the box so we can check him out. Alright, so I'm back, and here I have Powermaster Optimus Prime outside of his box. There's a couple of things that he comes with inside the box. You can see he already has one rifle already attached. He does have another one, and these are actually pretty cool. I like the way that they did these. He holds it a lot easier because there's actually a notch in this portion right here that's connected. It's actually the roof of his cab, but you push it into there, and then you close the hand around it just a little bit, and it holds really well. It holds very well. Although with Ultra Magnus it didn't hold too well. I always had issues with him dropping the guns and stuff. So he does have his instructions here. So as you can see, it's two-sided instructions again. And then, so we have this side right here. And as you can see, they are showing that you can connect all the different bases together and such. And then we have the instructions for the headmaster and stuff, where you can attach him into the gun, where you can actually make him ride in the cab. So cool stuff in there. And then he also comes with his technical data card. So you have that, and then if you look at the back of it, you can see his stats and then his stats with Apex in there. So you can see that his strength goes from 10 to a 15. That his speed goes from an 8 to a 12, his intellect goes from a 10 to a 15, and then his firepower goes from 8 to a 12. So, and he's not all 12, so I don't know if, or 20s, I don't know if that's going to be held aside for Fort Max or not, or what, but he's his highest stat is actually a 15, so some of them have quite a ways to go to get to that 20. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do transformation, how to transform him into his truck form, and then we'll go into his base mode, and then we'll go back into this mode, and we'll do our final thoughts and such on this. So we'll take his weapons out. I personally like these attached into this manner instead of like this. It makes them higher. I just feel like it makes them too high. It doesn't look right. I think this makes it look more like the G1 version of him, because he didn't have tabs here or on the side. And I don't mind this portion, this cutout portion, because it, you know, remember going back to the G1 portion, it had a seat on there. So you know, it doesn't matter that much to me. To get his head, or to get the Titan Master out, you want to pull this portion up, and then bring this up like that, and you can see that there is Apex right here, and that looks a lot like Orion Pack's head. So that's kind of cool. So we'll bring him out, and then we'll transform him. He's really easy. He looks a lot like Haikyuu. A lot. He has the same visor, the same type of chest pattern and stuff. So I like this. They didn't just make him look like Optimus, which they're doing with a lot of them. They're just making them look like the figure. So we got to bring this down right here, and we got to open the cabs. So you'll probably remember that from Ultra Magnus. The cab can open, but it's way different on the inside. So you want to actually take and reform the head, and then rotate it down on the inside, and that creates the seat. And I'll go back to that in just a little bit after we're completely finished with transforming this guy. So that'll go back like that, and then this will come up. You probably remember this portion. This is exactly the same way that Ultra Magnus went. We'll go like that, and then we're going to take these legs, and then we get into territory that's a little bit different. So you want to take these, bring these out like this, and then once again you want to take these feet, and this is going to seem a little familiar. You tab them into, or rotate them into the leg right here. So that goes in there. Alright, and then this is going to come down, and then when that comes down, you'll rotate these forward. Up, come on. So rotate this forward. And then this right here, there's a tab in here. I don't know if you can see that, but it tabs. You want to pull this and then rotate it up. And then the tab is right here. So you see, if you go and you keep going, you see eventually you'll see a hole that you can tab that into. So there. Then you want to do that again for this side. So you want to pull this out a little bit and then rotate it forward. And if that pops out, that's okay. You just pop it right back in. And then you want to keep going until you get to the hole. So there's a hole right here. Don't accidentally think that that's the hole, because it doesn't fit in there. There's one right past that, and then that's where it tabs in. So then you want to take and then tab these legs together. So you can lower this stuff down. There we go. And that tabs together there, and then it tabs together on the top up here. And if you look at it, it kind of looks like these might go together, but you can see clearly it won't. Alright, so once that's in, you push this down. This will fit in properly, just like with Ultra Magnus. I'm going to take and then rotate these up. And that's very familiar. So then these will tab together. Right there. And then these portions will flip out like this. And then those tab together. Just bring the camera down. And then you see that there are some tabs right here. And you can see the hole in there. So those will tab into the inside here. So you push one in, then get the other side in. And then these, there's, these aren't right. There we go. So these will flip forward, and then this is the, basically those are the tracks that you connect together for the bases, but they created a spot where you actually use those to tab it into the side, and that tabs up there. See, hole. Alright, and then what you do to release the cab to make it pull forward is you need to pull it down first. Down. Come on, go down. See, it goes down. There we go. Down, and then you can pull it forward. And there we have Optimus Prime, or Powermaster Optimus Prime in his vehicle mode. Alright, so you can take these, and these fit on here nicely. There's holes right here. Right there. So those will go there. And then there's holes down here where you can put these weapons at. Me personally, because I'm a sucker for the G1 and the way that it was done, they actually have holes up here, so you can actually put them up here. There you go. Alright, so as I was saying before, you can actually fit him in the cab here. So you take this, flip these out, and you'll see that there's kind of a seat here. So you want to take this little guy, and you can move his hands forward if you want to. Take it and bend it at the knees. Bend them at the knees, like that. You want to pay attention to this. So when coming in here, you'll see that there's this portion right here. So you just take and then you tab them into that, and then just you can kind of work them into the seat. Nothing else holds them besides that that piece that clips into the legs. And then once you start closing this, then it locks in the legs. So he's not going to come out once you have him secured in there. He won't come out. I don't know if this completely works or not. Let's see if the gimmick or the trailer works. Oh yeah, well it goes down a little bit. You can kind of play with it. You know, we got Wheelie here, and he'll go in there. Kind of. He gets a little stuck because of these, but kind of fling him over that and he fits in there. I don't know how well the other cars are going to fit in there, like Blur and stuff. So. If you remember the original Powermaster Optimus Prime, his trailer section was only about like that much. So this is a little bit longer, but it's still, you still have some hindrance in there because of the chest panel. Alright, so let's turn him into a base. So we want to take off all the weapons again. All the weapons, and we'll just set them off to the side. Take this panel, flip it out like that. We'll go ahead and remove him also. Come on, Apex. Generally what I'll also do is I'll go ahead and flip this out and lock this in. I don't know if it's going to lock in right now or not. I don't think it'll lock. Well, no, it should lock in. There we go. Alright, so it's locked in. This comes down. I'll show you that in a little bit. There's something extra right there. You want to take the arms and flip these back like this, and then you want to detach them, bring them down like this, and then rotate them up. Yeah, I wish they would have made these portions ratcheted. It looks like it's supposed to be ratcheted, but it's not. So we'll lift this up, that goes there, and then this is going to go, split the legs first. Okay, so we'll split the legs, and then this again is going to go and rotate down, and you want to make sure that you have it plugged in correctly. You can actually see the hole that the tab goes into. And it's this hole right here. So when you pull this around, you'll see that the tab's right in there. So there, that's tabbed in. You want to rotate this like this, and then now is where we want to flip this out, because then it creates a platform that makes it level then. So this will go down, and then this will come down, and that makes a ramp. And then you just want to take and collapse it in like this. So it's not perfect, it's not near what the original was like. I don't think that there's any way that we can really make it so that this is facing out this way. Yeah, I really don't think that there is a way to do that. I'll have to fiddle around with it. If I see something or find something better, then I'll take pictures and I'll put it up on my Facebook. But right now, this is what the instructions state, how the figure is supposed to, or the base is supposed to be, or supposed to go. Oh well. So we take the weapons, and these go up here. And then these weapons will then connect here. I wish there would have been some spots in the arms where we could have connected these up higher, but this is where these go, or where they're shown to go from the instructions. So the only issue that I really have is that these are supposed to be ramps, but there's not enough clearance to actually go up them. So I don't know, I guess you could kind of go like this, and you could make it so that you have more room for the ramp. But then it kind of looks a little weird also, but oh well. So little guys, we have a few spots that we can tab them onto. You can see all the different posts. There's even posts for up here. I figured there would be some posts in here. There aren't any. There aren't any posts in here. Oh well. I guess there wasn't really room in here to put posts because of the cab, the way that it transforms. But you can take this guy and you can put him in the turrets, and they can man the turrets. And then if you have another Titan Master, you can put him in here, and base is fully defended. Alright, so let's go ahead and get him back into his robot form now. Okay, so this is already, we'll just push this in. Is it already, did it push back in? Yeah, I think it pushed back in. Yeah, it pushed back in. Let's flip that down. Start with the legs, because that's always a good place to start. Alright, so once it's like this, basically I just took and I straightened out the legs and made this go into the front. So after that's done, you just flip those out so that you can see what's going on. You rotate out the feet. And then you take this panels and you just wrap them around. And you see, like I'm just twisting because I want to show you where you tab these in. So you tab this into here, and this goes into here. I do believe, yeah, that's right. So just wraps around, tabs in a couple places. Alright, so then you want to rotate this up like that. And we'll lower this down because we need to take, oh, can't see that. Alright, so this right here, this cab will flip up because it's tabbed in right here. So you just untab it, rotate it around, and then drop it down, and that'll tab into there. It'll lock into place. This goes down. Arms are already made, so you don't have to do anything with that. Open this, flip this down, because that's what covers up the hole for the head. And then we'll flip up the helmet. Flip that around. Flip that back up. And then we'll take the Titan Master, rotate him like that. Yeah, you can't tell me that doesn't remind you of Orion Pax's head. So tab that into there, and then just flip the helmet over, put the guns back in. I wish they would have made new guns. I wish they would have, instead of just reusing Ultra Magnus's guns, I wish they would have made 2 new guns. Or at least clone this one twice. Maybe have it with the tab on this side. I don't know. I wish they would have done something else instead of just giving us the same guns. Alright. Yeah, so now he's back in robot form. So for our articulation, you come up here to the head. There's no up and down movement because of the way that the helmet is put on there and the way that the headmaster is on there. So you just get left and right. At least you get that. Then you come here to the shoulders. You get a forward. You get back, and that's on a ratchet. If you flip this up, you can then get out about that far, and that's on a ratchet. But the elbow is not. It looks like it, but it's not. So, there's no twist in the hands. The fingers do open and close. You come down here to the waist area. There's no swivel at the hip or at the waist. There's the hip ratchets that you have here. It'll go forward and back a little bit. It'll go out to the side, and there's a ratchet that way. It's not as strong as the forward and back one is. You have the twist, and then you have your knee, and that's a pretty strong ratchet also. And then you have all kinds of stuff in here. But the only thing that you don't have that you really need is an ankle tilt. You don't have that. So the feet, when they're on the ground, they're a little weird. They don't really lay flat, but it looks like they've beveled them to be flat. So, but it still feels a little weird. But oh well. And then the legs, they don't go together all the way. It has to be open a little bit. And I guess that's where I feel like if you open it a little bit further, like it doesn't touch the ground properly. But oh well. Alright, well that's going to do it for Powermaster Optimus Prime. I'm not going to bring Ultra Magnus into this. I'll leave him there. I'll probably take some pictures and do some side-by-side pictures of the both of them together so that you can check them out. So look for that on my Facebook. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out all my other videos. Like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter and Facebook. This has been Tambiota. I'll see you guys next time.